welcome.
Back here in Kirkland, Washington for game number 2, the Central Region, represented by Michigan against the team from Czechia. And for Michigan, this is a very important game to stay in the top half of Pool A. Czechia looking for their first win at this Junior League Softball World Series. I'm Sam Gore along with Kinsey Fowler. Glad I found my headset so I can speak now. I don't know if you're glad I found my headset, but at least there's no silence in our open. And coaches are out meeting with our volunteer umpire crew as we're getting ready to play the second game of the day. Sam Fontecchio will be the home plate umpire. And they're having a word with both coaches right now. So the Central team trying to go to 2-1, and Czechia looking for that elusive first win here at the World Series. That's a look at the Central dugout, and Kinsey, here's a look at their batting order.
Well, look, we're starting to get in a couple games into this tournament, right? So you're starting to see the separation in each pool, and each game is going to be more meaningful as we go on. We've only got a couple more days before the championship play starts, and so if you want to make a move to be at the top of the pool, the move is now.
I like that. Creating a sense of urgency.
Yeah, if you wait too long, you want to be at the top of that pool.
We've already had one game on this field. Southeast got a win earlier today over Latin America. That Southeast is undefeated. Top 4 teams in each pool will advance to bracket play. And Central will be going up against Zaneta Makovska.
We've seen a couple of different arms from Czechia. Defense has been a little bit of an issue for this team from Europe, Africa. They've just kind of had some big innings get away from them. The offense really hasn't been a problem, but a new start, time to set the tone. But it's been a rotation as well as part of that bullpen in the circle.
When you walk by this Czechia team, you know you're around a group of athletes. They are tall, very fit, and just absolutely delightful group to be around. I know, coming from at least the sport of tennis, I've always found athletes from that country to be so friendly and nice. A lot of them live in small towns, and they have just a real small town feel. Very friendly, a lot of hospitality. There's a look at the Central manager, Casey Wilcox, global account manager, but has been a Little League volunteer for many, many years, a board member in her local Little League, Hudsonville Little League. And a lot of the girls she's coaching have been playing together since they were 5 years old. This group has kind of gone up through the various levels, and they were able to win the Central region. And they battled through 115-degree heat. Whoa. Got the job done. Yeah, they were on a turf field in Ohio, and the turf temperature was 160 degrees.
No.
I mean, you could cook some eggs on that,
No.
right? Well, they don't have to worry about those temperatures here. And there's a look inside the Czechia dugout. Milos Brozic, the manager of this team, is a finance officer back in Czechia. And they pulled off a big win to get here, upsetting Italy in Italy to win the Europe-Africa Championship. And he has said that the best thing about his team is their team chemistry. But they came into this World Series battle-tested, having to get through Italy.
Yeah, Italy last season was the Europe-Africa represent. So it's fun to see Czechia represent the sport of softball. You're talking about a place that develops a lot of skiing and snowboarders and tennis players. So love to see softball showing out.
Great place to vacation So if you're looking for a good place to go, Czechia is a nice destination. All right, we're ready to go. Delaney Cribbs, leadoff batter. She would be on my all nickname team, Kenzie. Diesel. And Diesel takes a ball outside. I wonder how you get the name Diesel.
Maybe something with, you know, D. Delaney.
Delaney, Diesel, Cribbs.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with your engine?
Yeah, maybe. Diesel D. We'll workshop it.
Yeah. We may need to move the on deck batter out of the way. And a little slap. Cribbs swings and misses. 1-2. Lefty batter, and Lucy Baker is on deck. Cribbs. She can also bat right-handed, but when you see her on that left side of the plate, she's typically slapping. Pops that toward left field, and it just goes out of play.
Oh, almost made a catch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on.
He had it. It's in his hands.
Hope that's not a bad omen for his team. He's got
Yeah.
the central hat on. These guys look like they just came off the beach.
He's not happy with themselves. You know, you teach your daughter, right? If it's in your glove, you catch it. We like the effort, though.
Yeah.
Get ready. Another one could come your way.
Oh, called third strike. Cribbs was running to first, and our home plate umpire said not so fast. So that's a strikeout to start the game for Makowska.
It's a great start. Long at bat, battling all the way back. Cribbs is thinking this is ball 4. It is not. That is too close to take. Right on the corner.
Another good nickname up here, Lucy Asian Swing Station Baker. Speaks Spanish, little Vietnamese. Rips that fair down the left field line. That'll be extra bases. She's going to try to stretch this into 3. And the Swing Station runs all the way to 3rd.
Now we got to watch this again. This was fun. Drives the ball down the left field line, so turn it on a pitch, quick hands. But then the base running, she sees this ball in front of her, and I love the fact that she can push it herself. Look at her eyes. I see it in left field. I know my speed. I can get here. Let's get a triple.
Put the brakes on, too. Never came off that base. That's a hard grounder to third base. Run will score, and the runner, Connell, is safe at first. So right away, Central puts a run up.
That brings up number 15, Lily Tuttle.
Connell, nice job getting that bat on the ball, bringing that runner in. No outs, runner on first. Big swing by Tuttle, good pitch by Makowska. Tuttle, favorite movie, Little Rascals. She's a Michigan State fan. Again, this team from the state of Michigan. Big Spartan. 2 strikes quickly. And if you need something bedazzled, this is your girl right here. That's her hobby, bedazzling things.
Ooh. All right. Let me think of something. Maybe my phone case, water bottle. I can come up with something.
Nice work in the circle, Makowska. Her second strikeout. So both outs have come from strikeouts.
Player number 3, the batter is Brooklyn Wright.
Brooklyn B. Wright up to bat. Pulls the bat back. She is a scouting report on her as an excellent bunter when they need her to get the bunt down. There we go. Fouls it off
Ooh, a little right side drag bunt.
with 2 outs.
Yeah, it tells me that she is confident in that. It's a way for her to get herself on base.
Big Tom Holland fan.
Good time to be a Tom Holland fan.
Yeah, Spider-Man setting an all-time box office record for opening weekend.
You have not seen it yet. I have. No spoilers.
You were part of that box office record.
I was.
I'm hanging back. Let the crowd thin out a little bit.
Well, I knew that I was going to be very busy this week, so I was like, I can make it on Thursday.
That's it out to left field. It gets over. The left fielder got us over his head. Central will send another run across the plate. Connell comes sprinting in and diving into third base was B. Wright.
Wow, 2 triples in the same inning. How fun is this? I mean, it is a big field here in Kirkland. 200 down the line, 200 to center field. But this is a shot. 2 strikes. You could see her kind of choke up on her bat a little bit, just trying to get to contact, seeing a ball deep, and a little bit of a misplay out in left field from Guy DeShova. You can see a couple steps in, then has to go backwards, chase it down. But Brooklyn Wright, she's on her horse going into third base.
2-0 Central. Breslin, B-Dog Wilcox up to bat for Central. Where would you put your outfielders on a field this size? Do you want them back or up?
It just depends on the hitter and the situation and kind of what your pitcher's arsenal is.
Throw down to third, gets away. They're going to send her home. See if we can get a play at the plate. Under the tag. Good base running by B. Wright. And she scores. It's 3-0.
Aggressive base running for Michigan. We saw it with the 2 triples, really pushing some things, and then the ball getting away from Czechia. This is kind of where it's been tough going for them defensively. It's just at times has not been the cleanest of innings. Throwing the ball away a little bit. There's been some walks, which we have not seen any walks in this inning. We have seen 2 strikeouts, but just the defense, you can see a couple of misplays.
Yeah, McCoska's doing a good job in the circle.
Yeah.
2 strikeouts for the 2 outs, as you mentioned. Wilcox has come up with some clutch hits en route to getting to the World Series. Had 3 hits, 5 RBIs in the regional championship, and now draws the walk.
Jinxed it. She said no walks.
Yeah. It's amazing how often that happens. We're going to need a courtesy runner for the catcher, Wilcox. Get the courtesy runner out there. Tuttle will be the courtesy runner. Get the courtesy runner for the pitcher or the catcher with 2 outs so they can get back in and get ready. It's one of Kenzie's favorite rules.
It is. There's a couple of rules that I would love to see at every single level of our sport, whether it's Little League or high school, college, international, and that's one of them.
Inside, 2-0. This is the first at-bat of this game. Central has put up 3 runs already. And that is smashed to left field. Out of here. Peyton Steenstra steams it over the left field fence.
Ooh, I don't know what I like better, the swing or the home plate celly. Michigan, they came to play and they came to swing here in the first. Couple of extra base hits. This is fun. 2-0 count. Look at how big her swing was there, just opening things up. Yeah, here's the Sully for me. Coming in, throw it up. Nice.
So the score explodes out to a 5-0 lead. And again, Steenstra, she's had a lot of clutch hits en route to the World Series for them. And that's a good way to start this game.
That's her 5th RBI of the World Series.
Zoe Cole up to bat now. Cole, a competitive horse show athlete, so an equestrian. Cole, the 8th batter of this at bat. That's hit sharply, and another hit. Cole with a hit in right center field. Still 2 outs. Runner on is Cole at first base. Lily Lubbers stepping into the batter's box.
Lily Lubbers stepping in for Central.
Lubbers bunts that foul. We were talking about special talents earlier today. She said her special talent is she can flip her eyelids inside out.
Ooh, I don't like that. Nope.
We need a up close shot
Nope.
of that.
No, thank you. Tell me when it's on. I'll look away.
Did not know that was a talent, but I can't do it.
Nope. 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 I would encourage her. Let's not try that.
Imagine showing your parents that for the first time.
No, thank you.
Bunt is down, and it's a base hit. Throw goes back to second. So runners at first and second. Lily Lubbers with a beautiful bunt single. Put that in a perfect spot.
First baseman, 14.
See the backspin on this bunt goes up a little bit, and I thought that maybe Struskova behind the plate had a play on this. I would love to see her just come out as a catcher. You're coming up out of your squat, and you've got the momentum to go to first base. If she could just pick that up off of the one hop, she's kind of held back a little bit.
Yeah, Rehova, the third baseman, actually came over and grabbed it. Wilmore, this is going to be tough. Everybody safe. Just so much spin.
Yeah, that's frustrating as a pitcher, right? You're getting the results that you want. These should be out somewhere. It's weak contact, but just finding some holes and your defense really not being the aggressor, kind of staying back on their heels a little bit.
Milos Brozic, the manager, going out to talk to his infield right now. Pitcher, I think, is doing a good job. Just has not been able to get the defense behind her to get this third out yet. And this is a tight spot. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Good news for them is they do have the force on at any base to get that third out. All right, let's see if that gets this Czech team settled down a little bit. See if they can get out of this jam. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. The 2 outs have come by strikeouts. And Rylan DeCock up to bat.
Rylan DeCock.
On the ground to second. Tag is on, got her. So Central leaves 3 on, but they pick up 5 runs in their opening at bat.
Now, this is a big inning for Michigan, but the highlight for sure, Peyton Steenstra, 2-run shot. Michigan is up big. This hitter, her 5th RBI of the World Series. Party is on.
for the Hudsonville Little League. Number 1.
Czechia will be sending 13 batters to the plate in this continuous batting order, and they have 5 runs to make up. Korbova will be the leadoff batter for them, and they will be facing none other than Lucy Baker in the circle for Central.
We got to see a little bit of Lucy Baker the other day, and she's been really good for Michigan. This is a team that's 1-1, and the reason that they are 1 in the win column is because of what they saw from Lucy in the circle. We saw her swing it big offensively, had that triple. She's got a lot of speed, so a fun athlete to get the start here.
Alexandra Korbova, the batter for Czechia. Strike on the outside corner. Said the thing she was looking forward to most was hitting a home run in the World Series. Let's see if she can do it. Fouls that off. One day wants to be a police officer. Doesn't chase that. 1-2. Nice pitch. And Baker strikes out the first batter she faces.
Well, we saw the stats, and they were good. Strikeout pitcher, goes high and in. I love Wilcox behind the plate, and I noticed this the other day when Michigan was playing. Every time that there's a strikeout, she kind of does a little K with her body. I don't know, it's kind of cute. I've never seen it before.
Have to watch for that.
Yeah, it's cute.
Františka Binkova.
It's like a little starfish almost. Just a quick little celebration with her pitcher.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it again. Maybe at this at bat. Good start, 0-2. Binkova, she and a lot of her teammates making their first trip to the U.S. She had 3 older sisters that represented Czechia. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I saw it.
I love it.
Little throw out with the leg and the arm for the K.
I love the team-to-team celebrations. It's always fun to see everyone come together from different parts of the world and like, how do you celebrate? What's your thing? Just a little K. And I also see some of her teammates, the middle infielders, getting in on it, right? And Connell.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Third batter, Struskova. Struskova, fantastic athlete. She's represented Czechia at the Youth Olympic Games. Has a cousin that plays pro baseball at the minor league level here in the States. Takes a strike. Wow, 3 strikeouts. We got to see the K celebration 3 times. Baker strikes out the side.
Well, Lucy Baker, she got it started in the first offensively. Her team putting up a 5 spot. She said, let's just make this as quick as possible with 3 strikeouts.
5-0 Michigan leading Czechia as we head into the second inning. Little League is the most trusted youth sports organization in the world, keeping baseball and softball accessible for all kids, but its real power comes from you. Help us rally for Little League by texting the word rally to 345-345 today. Standard messaging rates apply. Czechia making a change in the circle to go into this second inning. They are going to Alice Skardova.
Number 16, Mallory Butler, leads things off.
So we'll see how she fares against this powerful central batting order. Mallory Duttler, first batter up.
Michigan in the first inning almost batting through the lineup. They send 12 to the plate in this continuous batting order. And Duttler is number 12.
That is just foul. Good cut, though. Czechia made some changes in the field. New left fielder, third baseman, and the new pitcher. That is hit sharply to short. And Dolazalova guns her down. Good job. Excellent play. We saw her pitching earlier in the week as well.
Yeah, we've seen her all over the field for Czechia. She's been a busy lady here at this World Series. That was a nice play. Good arm.
So we're now back up to the top of the batting order. Delaney Cribbs up to bat. Cribbs, again, when you see her on that left side of the plate, she's usually slapping. Tried there and missed for strike one.
Trying to go to a little drag bunt there, showing off a couple of tools, whether it's a slap or a drag bunt. Trying to work her speed, put the ball in play.
Skardova way ahead in the count against Cribbs.
Ooh. Too close to take in my book.
Takes another one. So count 2-2 now, back even. Cribbs trying to get on base, start a rally here for Central. They put up 5 runs in their first at bat. Makes contact, hits it right at Iskova. And nice play by first base for the second out.
That she ran all the way back to her pitcher. Like, yes, feed us some easy ground ball outs. I loved that. She could have just thrown it to her and stayed at first base, but she made the effort to run all the way to the circle and give her a little love.
At least Kasova, the first baseman, she has the good batting helmet with the little ribbons that stick out of it. Oh, that is ripped into left field. Nice piece of hitting by the pitcher, Lucy Baker. So Baker has tripled and singled already in this game. 2 outs.
Just such a sweet swing. Her head is down. And the crazy thing is she didn't even get all of this. She was a little out in front, but hand stayed back, relied on the mechanics. But okay, we've got a little soft cycle watch because the triple, I feel like that's the hardest one to get. And that was only her second at bat, 2 for 2, Lucy Baker.
Lila Connell. Connell hits that over third base. So back-to-back hits here with 2 outs. Connell 2 for 2 today as well. Both these hits coming with 2 outs. Lily Tuttle will step in. Tuttle struck out her last at bat. A base hit here with the speed of this team. I'm sure that would drive in a run. She's showing bunt right now. Let's see if she pulls it back. Struskova, good job behind the plate to hold that runner Baker at first, or excuse me, second. Big swing. Go down to second, trying to get Baker.
See where Struskova behind the plate, she was set up perfectly. Look at her glove and look at where this ball hits. It's going right where her glove was wanting it. A little bit of down movement to it. And she wants it there again.
Base hit. Baker will keep running. They will send her home. Throw to third, not in time. And Tuttle made it all the way to second base. So Michigan adds a run and leads 6-0, still with 2 outs.
Already Michigan with 10 hits in this ball game. So they are coming to swing. Lily Tuttle, nice piece. And we knew that Lucy Baker, she just needed a ball to the grass and she was going to go.
Brooklyn Wright up to bat, also tripled in her first at-bat, drove in a run, then scored a run. Waited on it, drives it up the middle. Central going to bring 2 more runs in off that single. And it's 8-0 Michigan. So a 2 RBI single for B. Wright.
And this just hurts for Czechia because you started this inning so well with 2 quick outs and you're thinking, all right, new pitching change. This is going to be the inning. We're going to have a clean inning. And then here comes the middle of the lineup with Baker, Connell, Tuttle, and Wright. 4 straight singles.
Again, all of this happening with 2 outs. First 2 batters got out, and those 4 hits coming in a row, and they've produced 3 runs. And we're going to have another change in the circle for Czechia. They'll go with their 3rd pitcher to try to slow down this Michigan team.
Circle number 22, Mariana Dostalova.
Well, Czechia bringing in their 3rd pitcher of this game, Mariana Dostalova, coming over from 3rd base to see if she can make an impact on this central batting order. They have now scored 3 more runs here in the top of the 2nd, and those runs have all been with 2 outs.
Breslin Wilcox back in the box.
Breslin Wilcox That is a stop from going into the outfield. Good job by the shortstop, Balazalova. Got 2 on now for Central, still with 2 outs. And Peyton Steenstra stepping up to bat. Remember, she had the 2-run home run. And we'll get the courtesy runner for the catcher. Throw down to first, not in time. Runner goes to third. So Michigan now with runners at first and third, with Steenstra up to bat. Steenstra with a 2-run home run in her first at bat today. This is her second at bat. Runner goes to second, no throw. Steenstra goes after that and just drops it foul. That was going to bring in more runs if that had been straightened out. Let's go back to her first inning home run.
It feels like it was a while ago because there's been a lot of offense in this game for Michigan. This ball was crushed. This is the energy I feel like that Michigan just kept going. Like that big swing gives you so much momentum in the dugout and just feeds your team.
Inside throw down to third. That was a nice throw from Struskova. Really, that's about as close as you can get to getting that runner without throwing her out. Wright had to dive back. 2-2 the count. Good stop. Count full now. Cole is on deck. And that is in the dirt, so they walk Steenstra. Bases are loaded now with 2 outs. And Zoe Cole, who got a hit in her last at bat, steps in to try to continue to add runs to Central's total, which is 8 right now.
I love the aggressiveness from Struskova. Like, obviously things aren't going great for her squad defensively, so let's just continue to see if I can keep runners at bay, sneaking out with the pickoff. She's keeping the ball in front of her.
2-0 right now. Bases are loaded. That is up high, 3-0. Obviously, a walk would bring in a run. Cole will be taking all the way here. And that'll bring in the run. So a run walked in. Cole goes down to first. Bases remain loaded. 9-0 Michigan here in the top of the second. Czechia has used 3 pitchers to this point. They can bring any of the other 2 back in if they want. Lubbers up to bat with the bases loaded. Strike 1. Kostelova ready to pitch. That is lifted into left field. And the catch is made by Skardova for the 3rd out. But 4 more runs scored by Michigan, and they take a 9-0 lead into the bottom of the second. Czechia will be up to bat. Some Lucy Baker fans out there. Little guy on the left ripped the shirt off just before we came back on.
So should we keep going? How long do you want, want us to go?
Yeah, how long do we have to do this? Mom got out of the way. She's like, I'm not going to have any part of this. I'm going to get hit in the head with the shirt. But Lucy's doing a great job in the circle right now. And so Lucy trying to hold on to this 9-0 lead. And it'll be Czechia coming to bat now. Dostalova will be the batter. Dostalova, almost 6 feet tall, 5'11". Goes after that first pitch. So she will take her base. She's okay.
Back elbow.
Yeah, that's a rough spot.
She needs that arm. That's her pitching arm.
Dostalova, the current pitcher for Czechia. But they have the runner on, and Broskova trying to bunt her over. Broskova also competes in track and field. Called strike. Two strikes, and the strikeout, Baker's third strikeout. In fact, every out so far has been a strikeout.
Just going upstairs, way up out of the zone.
Strikeout number 4. Dostalova is on first base because she got hit by a pitch. Gets away from the catcher. Dostalova will run down to second. So Czechia with a runner in scoring position for the first time. Vistiova up to bat now for Czechia. Big Formula One fan. Also loves hockey and soccer. of her hobbies is, or talents, is teasing people.
It's a good hobby to have on a team. A lot of time for a lot of that.
I like the batting helmet. She's got a hat on backwards and the helmet over the bat. That's got to be a lucky thing.
It's like so old school.
Yeah. See the bill of the hat poking out the back of the batting helmet. Throw down to third. Dostalova, she is going to come in. And Czechia with her first run of the game. Good base running by Dostalova to make it all the way around from first to score.
The ball looks brand new.
Yeah. Pistiova swings at that. Another foul ball. 2 strikes remain.
As a pitcher, you don't want to be pitching with a new ball. It's tough. It's be a little slick. Gotta have a good grip. Ooh.
Nice off-speed strikeout. And man, Baker just continues to strike out these Czech batters.
This is the first changeup that Lucy Baker has thrown. We haven't seen it. She hasn't needed it. This is her 5th strikeout of the ball game. But with 2 strikes and a couple of foul balls, she's like, now is a good time to show you a pitch that you have not seen yet. Here it is.
Pistiova up to bat now. Try to avoid being a strikeout victim. Everyone except one, Dostalova, who was hit by a pitch, has been struck out. Dostalova was also able to get around and score off of an errant throw. That's on the ground. Tuttle makes the throw. Infield getting a little bit of work finally. Well, Czechia scored a run, but it is 9-1 Central as we head to the 3rd. Nine to 1, Michigan out in front of Czechia as we head into the top of the 3rd inning, and Czechia is going with their 4th different pitcher, trying to find a way to slow down the bats of this Michigan team. And this is a familiar face, Adele Dolajalova. She's been playing shortstop defensively. Czechia making a lot of changes in the field.
Well, I can tell you that there's an OVA somewhere.
That's true. Good. You're good with that.
There's a new OVA at shortstop, and there's a new OVA in the circle. That's all I got.
And there is Wilmore up to bat, and she crushes the first pitch out into right center. Going to turn this into at least 2. So a leadoff double for Izzy Wilmore, her second hit of the game.
This is now the 4th extra base hit in this ball game for Michigan. So they are showing us the power. And the thing that I'm loving about what I'm seeing in this game from this lineup is it's not just one part of the lineup. Usually you're going to look at the usual suspects, right? The 2, 3, 4 hitters. But this is coming from the bottom of the lineup. A hitter like Izzy Wilmore in that 10 spot, she's now 2 for 2 with a single and a double.
DeCock hits it right back to the pitcher, and that's the benefit of having a shortstop as your pitcher. Dolajalova easily fields that and gets the first out. Runner, though, moves over to third for Central.
Both Wilmore and DeCock swinging on the first pitch.
Valerie Cutler, the batter for Michigan.
Duttler, the batter, gets past catcher, but the runner holds. Nice pitch. Dolajalova threw her whole body into that pitch. She's going to come out of her shoes here.
A little bit of a missed pitch, though. You can see where Struskova was set up. It was supposed to be on the inner half, but that's why you stick with the pitch and try and frame it up. You can still steal a strike that way, even though the pitch is not where you were thinking it was going to go, but don't give up on it. Still hold it. It's still a strike on the outer half.
Duttler, the batter, 2-1 the count, runner at third. And that will get through. Another Central run will score. As coming across home plate was Wilmore. So an RBI single for Duttler, and we'll go back to the top of the batting order now.
Just a little bit out in front, bouncing ball to the left side. And that leadoff double comes around to score.
Orange and blue is Delaney.
So we go back to top of the batting order. Leadoff batter is Delaney Diesel Cribbs. So we'll go down to first, trying to get Duttler. Can't do it. Central has built the lead back up to 9 runs now, 10-1. Cribbs looking for her first hit today. 0-2. Again, she's a switch hitter. She's hit on the left side now for all 3 at bats. Just outside.
I see her going to her slap with 2 strikes, but I like it, right? Your team's up 10-1. You're kind of still working and developing this part of your game. Let's see if you can sneak in a couple of opportunities to swing away and work on that.
That is in a very tough spot, and it will be a single for Cribbs, her first hit of the game, as Skardova ran over to try to make a play. She was able to get the ball in her glove, just there was no throw available.
In my next life, I am coming back as a slapper.
Why is that?
It just make it look so easy, right? 2 strikes, seeing the ball a little deep in the count, and just a little poke. Just looks cool. I practiced for a year in 7th grade to be a slapper, and my dad finally said, "What are you doing?"
Really?
Yeah. He's like, "You're 6 feet tall. What are you doing?" Not to say you can't be fast and be 6 feet tall, but I am just not blessed that way.
Lucy Baker up. Runners will advance. Now runners at second and third with one out. Baker has tripled, singled, looking for the double or the home run here. You know she has a big cheering section in the stands. Got underneath it, it is going foul. And Baker will get another swing.
This is the heart of the order coming in for Michigan. Lucy Baker in that 2 spot. Lila Connell behind her on deck. They have been very busy offensively today.
Runners at second and third. Baker hits it deep to left center, and that was nice position of Vishilova, but the runner will tag and score. So Central off the sacrifice fly leads 11-1 now. That was a good call to position her where she was.
No doubt, she was almost straight up left center. Got some analytics going on down here in Little League.
They've moved the outfield over to the left. Connell, the batter. The right field line is wide open because of the shift in the outfield. Strike inside. 0-2. There's that gap over in right. Everybody's kind of pushed over toward left. Big gap in right field and right center.
Well, the positioning of your outfielders here in the World Series in Kirkland with these big fields, right, 200 down the line, it is so key to get this right. And so you see Czechia just trying to play the odds a little bit. They're playing Connell to pull, going inside. There it is.
Vasilova retreats, makes the catch. Central, though, keeps scoring runs. They have a 10-run lead at the moment, and we're heading to the bottom of the third. Lucy Baker of Michigan throwing a no-hitter so far as we head into the bottom of the third inning. And a reminder, you want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League. Well, Little League and ESPN are proud members of the Aspen's Project Play 63 by 30, focused on getting 63% of kids playing sports by 2030. Learn more about what Little League is doing to get kids on the field. All about ESPN Take Back Sports. Visit littleleague.org/projectplay.
Okay, I walked around between our games, and I did find out that the fatheads you can buy here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a photographer down there.
Yes, that's the booth.
Okay. He's selling action shots, too. Gaidasova up to bat now.
I would absolutely buy a pre-made fathead. Like, if the work is there and all I have to do is purchase, yes, it's a good investment.
Baker pitching such an excellent game right now. Hasn't allowed a hit.
Well, earlier we saw North Carolina with Addison Louder. She was taking a no-hitter until the 5th inning.
That's on the ground. There's your hit. So Gaidasova gets the first hit of the game off Lucy Baker, and she's the leadoff batter for Czechia.
Nice piece here to break up the no-no. Little right side action, just seeing it deep, letting your strength provide that hit.
Dolajalova up to bat now. She is now pitching for Czechia. Little pitcher versus pitcher matchup here. A multi-sport athlete in Czechia. Also interested in being a dentist. Watches that pitch for the ball. Called strike 2. Throw down to first just to keep Gaidasova close. That'll be foul.
Love to see that changeup again from Lucy Baker. We saw it last inning. She pulled it out for her 5th strikeout. Really haven't seen it since.
Strike 3. Baker continues to just be absolutely dominant in the circle.
Nice bounce back after giving up that leadoff single.
6 strikeouts. This is the 10th batter she's faced. Ihova, the batter, runner goes to second, easily in there. Good base running by Gaidasova, so Czechia now with a runner in scoring position.
I love it. Your team is down 11-1, but let's work on the little things and see if we can get a run here. First runner into scoring position of the day.
Big cut there by Ihova. Baker going for strikeout number 7. Runner going to third. This is a lot like how they scored their first run.
A couple of pass balls. There was an errant throw. The runner got on via free pass, a hit by pitch. Czechia is making Baker work here in this inning. A lot of foul balls. This is where I would love to see that change of speeds, just because you're seeing some longer ABs. Right, that first inning, Lucy Baker, it was a quick 3 up, 3 down. There it is. Thank you.
Got the change up, got the strikeout. 2 down. Strikeout number 7 for Baker.
Yeah, you just see the difference, right? I won this a couple of pitches ago, but we'll take it now. Fallen out of the strike zone. So pretty.
So here's a Liskasova has the ribbons sticking out of the top of her helmet. Plays first base defensively. Big Guardians of the Galaxy fan, good sense of humor. Gotta be careful. Michigan with the 10-run lead right now here in the bottom of the 3rd. So strike 2. Baker has struck out 2 in this inning. And gets that 3rd strikeout. So Lucy Baker continues to be the master of the circle.
This is a strikeout number 8 for Lucy in the circle. Her team is up big 11-1, but she continues to show us why she is one of the best arms here in Kirkland. We've got little K at the plate.
Michigan up 11-1, representing the Central region from Hudsonville, Michigan. Part of that Grand Rapids metropolitan area. Some famous faces from that area of Michigan as well. And it'll be Lily Tuttle coming up to bat for this Michigan team. Tuttle, her 3rd at bat, 1 for 2 today, struck out, got a hit. Goes after the first pitch, fouls it off. Central with a 10-run lead right now. Tuttle hits that out into center field, and settling under it, Ishtilova makes the catch. This Czechia defense, only been 2 positions that have remained since the start of the game. That's one of them, Vishilova in center field, and the catcher Struskova. Everyone else has moved around.
Brooklyn, right.
Let's go, kid.
Struskova, she's been there every single game behind the dish, working.
Right takes a strike.
You know, I've been doing Little League for a couple of years now, and one of my favorite things is always looking into the bug when they're due up of, you know, the fun fact that is whatever they've given us. There's a lot of different fun facts that we have.
Nice catch. Skardova comes over and calls everybody off.
But we're starting to see a new fun fact,
Yeah.
which is your favorite meme. And there has not been one meme that I'm going, I know exactly what that is, so I'm not sure what that
Yeah,
says.
they're all different.
I don't know.
Same with me. I've just refrained from commenting because I thought I was the only one that didn't know what they were.
I'm with you. I'm like, I have no idea what this is. I would love to see it. Like, maybe I'll recognize it if you show it to me, but the description of the meme, it's just way over my head. I have no idea.
Wilcox fouls that off. She's got the Alabama A on the front of her helmet.
See, there we go. Favorite video game, Mario Kart. That is more my speed. I know what that is.
Well, Wilcox is the player that likes to make a good peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
That's right.
PB&P action. Oh, that's a strike. Good pitch. Dolejalova firing it in there for the second strike. Czechia looking to hold Central to 3 up, 3 down for the first time in this game.
Hey, wait, kid, here we go. Keep battling now, kid. Keep battling. Go, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wait.
Ooh.
Struskova, I mean, she was set up way inside. She wanted that pitch. 1-2 count and tight on the hands of Wilcox. Just a little bit too low.
In the 4th inning here, Central up 11-1. And that's it right back at the pitcher. Can they make a play? Got her. Oh, nice job. Good recovery by the infield. And that is the first 3 up, 3 down inning. Roskova.
I think Michigan's going to challenge this. I would. I'm trying to read Coach's lips. I think she said, can I ask for help first?
It's Casey Wilcox, the manager, talking to 2 of our Blue Crew on that call at first.
I thought she was safe. We have the luxury of slowing things down here. Ball has to be in the back of the mitt. Oh, she is out. And so this is a great time for a lesson for all of our youngsters out there. When your coach tells you to hit the front part of the base, they mean it, because that is the difference between Wilcox being safe here and Wilcox being out. If she hits the front of that orange base, she also hits the white base. She's supposed to be touching the orange double first base. But if she hits the front of the base, she is safe. She does not. She hits the very top back of the base, and that's why this call will stand. Umpires are going to the official review system right now where they call it in. And remember, Central has a 10-run lead. But the more runs you score, the better. They don't want to get off the base path if they don't have to. That was such a good look right there. Yeah, I agree. It's the fundamentals that'll show up in a World Series. And I'm sure, You know, Breslin and Mom will be going over this, watching this later. Like, hey, this is what we're talking about. When you are running down to first base, right, we do it at the start of every practice. We're going to do our 5 sprints down to first base. We need to make sure that we are working on touching the very front. You do it at every single practice. Everyone lines up in the box, and you'll have a whole team line, and you do a little swing, and you run down to first. And are you just running, or are you running down working on some things?
If this call is confirmed, it's the 3rd out.
That's a good challenge, though. Really close play. Was that a 1-4-3 off the glove of Dozalova?
Yeah, it did go off of Dolajilova's glove. Riskova got it, and call's confirmed. So that's the 3rd out. So we'll now officially step away for our commercial break. Central up 11-1, heading to the bottom of the
I have number 4.
Well, a change in the circle for the Central team. Delaney Cribbs is going to come in after a fantastic job by Lucy Baker. Baker moving over to second.
Well, it's no doubt that Lucy Baker is the ace for this Michigan squad, and so her team is up big, up 10 runs. And so looking back at what she was able to do, struck out the side twice, only throwing 3 innings, giving up 1 hit. But the 8 strikeouts, it was light work for Lucy, and so she's going to turn it over to her teammate, and Lucy goes to second base.
Yeah, Lucy just absolutely was dominant today. Let's see if Cribbs can be equally as effective. Her team has a 10-run lead at the moment. And Makoska will be the batter. Czechia still hasn't gotten all the way through the batting order. Strike 1. This is the second to last batter in their continuous batting order. Yeah, off speed got her. That's a good start.
Delaney Cribbs coming in and picking up where Lucy Baker left off with a strikeout. Just quick work. 3 pitches to get that first out.
Number 4, Cordova.
Final batter in the continuous batting order, Skardova. Seen Skardova pitch today. We've seen her at shortstop. Her first at bat of the game. Good discipline by Skardova. Doesn't chase that.
Also have a new catcher behind the plate, Izzy Wilmore, replacing Wilcox. So a whole new battery coming in here in the 4th inning.
Cribbs' pitch just goes outside, and she's facing her first full count. Nobody on for Czechia. Out of play. Skardova staying alive. Skardova, big snowboarder back in Czechia. It's one of her hobbies. It's that shortstop, a new shortstop. Connell doesn't make the play, and Skardova is safely on.
A nice at-bat from Skardova. Saw a lot of foul balls. Went all the way to a full count and hit the ball hard, even though that it was right at Connell, and that's a ball that she should absolutely be able to make and throw out at first base, but it's still a great at-bat from the number 13 batter in this continuous lineup for Czechia.
Back to the top of the order. Korbova up to bat now. Yep, Michigan basically changed the entire defensive lineup coming into this inning. So just about everybody in a new position. Nice pitch.
The game changer is a working.
The only player that stayed was Steenstra in center field. Everybody else moved around. Yeah, nice play. Good job by Wilcox. Got over there and caught the foul ball. Second out. It's hard to catch a lot of foul balls in this park. There's not a lot of room between the foul line and the fence. Binkova showing bunt.
You can see Binkova, she fouled that bunt off, and it kind of went off of the arm of our home plate umpire, and she turned to him and said, sorry. He was laughing. He's like, it's not your fault.
It's all in a day's work.
That was cute.
I'd say that's why I make the big bucks, but he's a volunteer. So that's the beauty of this. He's not getting paid at all. Volunteer umpires do such a good job donating their time and come from selected and come from around the world to umpire this event.
Getting paid in bruises, maybe?
No, thank you. Runner going to second. Good job, Skardova. Steals second. Count the 1 and 2 with 2 outs.
Well, Czechia, they're trying to make their most of their time on base because it's second stolen base in this game. Seeing runners get on first base, and let's go. Let's get into scoring position.
Central with a 10-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Kova keeps battling away. They're most likely to be Instagram famous. Loves theater. Said she's a very good actress. Oh, nice pitch. Off speed got her. Well, Cribbs comes in and strikes out 2 of 3.
Love to see a little change of speeds from Delaney Cribbs. Her second strikeout of the inning. Watch that ball just dance out of the strike zone for out number 3.
Back here in Kirkland, Canada. Team you see behind our scoreboard there, they'll be playing in the final game of the day on this field. We're in game number 2 right now, where Michigan is up 11-1. Michigan trying to go to 3-1 in pool play. Czechia looking for their first win of this World Series.
I always love a tournament format like this when there's so much energy at the ballpark and there's so many teams. You know, whether you're waiting for your game to start or you just finished your game and you can kind of lean over the fence and take in a couple of innings of someone else's game. Like, you don't really get that feeling in college, right? It's just kind of one opponent versus one opponent until maybe you get to the Women's College World Series or a conference tournament. But I don't know, I just miss that part of my youth softball experience when there's so much energy at the ballpark.
Yeah, it is fun to watch all the players hanging out together and their families here, siblings running around.
I think it was such a great moment after our first game between North Carolina and Puerto Rico. There was a birthday on the Puerto Rico side, and a couple of players for North Carolina came over and sang her happy birthday.
Steenstra makes it to first. Stradova had trouble getting that ball out of her glove, so Steenstra safely on. She's been on base every at bat in this game.
Just the sportsmanship here has been outstanding, and everyone's been getting to know each other better as the week has progressed.
Zoe Cole up to bat. Steenstra, the base runner, down at first. Cole with a hit, drew a walk. I like Cole's little bat flip she has before she hits. Nice little routine in the box. She'll back out, and then just before she hits, she'll do like a baton twirl of the bat.
She better not let you down here. Let's see it.
Here we go. You'll see it.
There it is.
Up high, throw down to first. Not in time. Steenstra, the base runner, down there on first base. 3-0 the count to Zoe Cole. Runner goes. Steenstra safe at second. 3-1 is the count now to Cole.
I'm loving the speed in this game. It's the 3rd stolen base.
That's it sharply up the middle. It'll get through. Let's see if they send the runner. They're usually so aggressive on the bases. This time they don't. Steenstra is held at 3rd, so runners at 1st and 3rd now and no outs.
Just head down, right back up the middle from Cole. And yeah, Steenstra at 2nd base, she kind of had to dodge this ball because it was hit right at her up the middle. That little hesitation is why she's only able to be at 3rd base.
Lily Lubbers up to bat now. Runners at the corners, no outs. Squares around to bunt. Runner goes down to 2nd, no throw. So Cole is a runner at 2nd. Steenstra is at 3rd. Central threatening to build on their lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Beautiful bunt. They check the runner, throw to 1st. Everybody's safe and a run scores. Runner going down to 2nd. They do get her, but a run scores in the meantime. So a little trickeration there by Michigan. Little deception there, ends up sending 2 runners across.
I mean, the ball didn't leave home plate by, what, 5 feet and 2-run score? That's how you cause some chaos. Little safety squeeze here. And Lubbers was beating that out for a base hit and then just heads up base running from Steenstra. And then Zoe Cole from 2nd base comes all the way around to score.
So 2 runs come across.
Classic 2 RBI bunt single.
Yeah, that was amazing. Izzy Wilmore up to bat. Wilmore, bases are empty now, but the lead is 12 for Michigan. Pocket full of sunshine, favorite song. It's appropriate because she said her special talent is making people happy. It's a good happy song. Favorite movies, Happy Gilmore. Got a lot of happy going on here.
Yeah, she's got good taste. I'm also noticing that her name is Wilmore, so I'm sure there's been something with the Gilmore and Wilmore.
Good pitch. Three and one count here to Wilmore. Wilmore trying to get another rally started for Central. Fouls that off. 3-2. One out. So Wilmore will take her base. Wilmore's been on base every at bat, a couple of hits, now just drawing the walk, making way for her teammate, Rylan DeCock. DeCock trying to come away with her first hit of this game and getting called back over to talk to Coach Wilcox while the Czechia team meets in the circle.
Yeah, DeCock needs a hit. Because right now she is the only hitter in this Michigan lineup that does not have a hit on the day. Rylan, it's your turn. See what you got.
Step again. Number 12, Rylan, the cop.
Remember the base runner right now, Wilmore down at first.
All right, come on, 1-2.
Cox been to ballparks in Washington, Houston, Baltimore, Detroit, Chicago. She'll add Seattle to that list probably Saturdays. Everybody's supposed to go to a Mariners game.
How do we get in on that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd like to go to a Mariners game. I've never been.
That's foul. So DeCock's quest for the first hit of the game still lives. 1-2 the count. Top of the 5th inning in this 7-inning game. Run rule could come into play a little later. May not have to play 7. Central holds on. DeCock up the middle. Skardova makes the play. They cannot double her up, but 2 outs now.
I thought that might have been it, but good positioning up the middle by Skardova. A little flip over to second. The ball was hit well, so quick out at the first base, second base rather. Not enough to turn 2.
Skardova playing shortstop, also pitched earlier today. Mallory Duttler, the batter now. Duttler, good volleyball player, 5'5". Big Chicago Cubs fan. That's a chopper foul.
I have been to Wrigley.
Yeah. Chicago Cubs, her favorite team. Strike. Michigan has scored 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. Make it 13-1. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Now runner going down to second. Standing up is DeCock, so she is safely in scoring position with 2 outs.
Come on, man, 1 for you, kid.
Full count now. And the walk, so now Central showing a little life here. They have 2 on with 2 outs. Couple of walks here with 2 outs. Runners at first and second, back to the top of the batting order. And Diesel Cribbs.
Come on, D.
I want to see her swing away. Seen her get on base a couple of times with her short game. You know that she's a switch hitter. She's been working on her swing. With 2 runners on, and your team up big, now's a good time to work on it. Let's open it up. I don't know if we'll get it. I'm just throwing it out there to the universe. I want to see her swing.
Yeah, this year she said she made the bold decision to switch from being strictly a right-handed batter to a left-handed slapper. Another good pitch for the second strike. Right now, Michigan with a 12-run cushion. Top of the 5th inning. Trying to add to it. And now another full count with runners at first and second, 2 outs.
There we go, kid. Get those hands moving.
Dolozhilova trying to get out of this inning, get her team back up to bat. And that is a called third strike. Czechia coming to bat, down 12 in the bottom of the 5th. Well, back here in Kirkland, Washington, seen from downtown. Go jump in the water after the game. And we're in a run rule situation here, as if Central can hang on and not allow this Czechia team to get inside of 10 runs, game is over after 3 outs. So some pressure on both sides for different reasons. Czechia's got to make up some difference here. They're down by 12.
Yes. The shirtless section for Michigan is growing.
I would imagine tomorrow they won't even bring the shirts. It's supposed to be hot.
Oh.
Quick out. Druskova grounds out. Central 2 outs away from the win.
Love to see the siblings get in on the action. Yeah. Like, what can we stir up here? What can we do?
That's a wild group over there, too.
Draw some attention.
Cribb still in the circle. Dostalova hit by a pitch earlier. We saw her in the circle as well. Goes after that pitch, strike 2.
I really like Delaney Cribbs in relief. It's been a nice option coming in after Lucy Baker, her dominant performance.
Strike 3 on cue, Kenzie.
I mean, that's her 3rd in relief. Comes in the 4th and shuts things down. Has not given up a hit. Little changeup here. You can see the spin floating in.
So Michigan an out away from the win, and a 3-1 record as they try to lock down a spot in bracket play. That was fouled back by Brushkova. Broshkova, another one of those outstanding track athletes on this softball team. Here in the U.S. for the first time. And Cripps went with the off speed. Broshkova didn't bite.
Ooh, back-to-back pitches where I'm up here going, that's a strike.
A nice diving play by Wright. Did not get her with the throw, but that was a heck of a play, just to even have a chance.
Wow. What do we think? That was, I just wanted this to be an out for this play. Look at the diving effort, and from the knees, are you kidding? Yeah, she's safe, but man, that was just electric. A little pick at first base as well.
Extends the game for at least one more batter. Strike taken by Vistiova.
Oh, Brooklyn Wright, big time.
Is the batter.
Again, Czechia down to their final chance to try to keep this game going. Broskova, the runner at first for Czechia. Cripps done a fantastic job today in the circle, coming on in relief.
Broskova just keeping this game alive for Czechia.
And that is hit straight up the middle. And we play on. Back-to-back hits for this Czechia team to extend the game with 2 outs.
Well, I like both of these swings because they're short, compact, and working the dirt. Nothing lifting in the air, right? We want to put the pressure on the defense, keep this ball down, and hit it where it's pitched.
They need to score 3 runs to keep the game going. There's a strike.
Teresa Pisova batting for Czechia.
2 outs. Pisova up to bat. 0 for 1 today. This is her second at bat. That is popped up. And the pitcher coming over to make the play, Delaney Cribs, and the game is over by virtue of the run rule. A good final at bat by Czechia, but they were just down by too much, and Central wins this game in 5, 13-11.
Ooh, that was a dominant performance from Michigan. 17 hits in this ball game. And how about Lucy Baker and Delaney Cribs, the combination, the 1-2 punch, only allowing 3 hits on the day.
Yeah, fantastic game for Central, and they are now 3-1 in pool play, looking good to try to get into bracket play later in the week. And a good competitive game by Czechia. They certainly played an excellent game against one of the best teams here. Sad to see, sad I won't be seeing those guys anymore today. Had a home run in this game and a lot of good base running and hitting, good fielding as well. For Kenzie Fowler, I'm Sam Gore. We got one more game here. Canada will face the Philippines in just under an hour. But for now, congrats, Michigan. They win 13-1, the run rule.